had her in shackles and dragged her to the courthouse. Sure, they were going to take the torch to her, or the noose.
But Agatha's not the kind of witch that would let herself burn.
No, she's not.
So, how did she get out of being another victim of the wild imaginations of superstitious villagers?
She stood obstinately, brows furrowed, and declared, "Who do you think you are to accuse Agatha Harkness of being a witch?"
She denied being a witch?
Sarah's giving you the polite version. Agatha wasn't stingy with the profanity. I think she even made the judge cry.
So she, cursed her way out of it?
More like hexed. When she left the courthouse that day, I believe most of the local magistrates were toads.
I'm pretty sure they were always toads. As I remember it, the charges were dropped against her because she had one hell of a good lawyer. Threatened to sue him if they dared to put another witch on trial.
And they never did.
Nobody tell my abuela I dealt with Mephisto at a magical ritual, okay? I haven't even told her I'm Ghost Rider yet.
Ain't gonna go easy, bub.
Ready to work? Caretaker said I need to be a team player, so I... do your thing.
A successful collaboration.
There's a weird feeling around the Abbey today. What have you got for me, boss? Sure thing. Let's get started. These should definitely give you an edge. I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed. Nice, you brought me the good stuff. Sometimes, I even impress myself. I've seen that every day. This is some of my best work.
A task for us? Farewell.
You spared me further agony. Straight out of Cap's playbook.
Last night was a real soul trip.
I wish I had a skeleton as unbreakable as yours.
Quit while you're ahead, Hunter.
Hunter, I'm glad you could make it. I've got something disturbing to show you. I spent some time decrypting the data drive Crossbones gave to Cap.
I hope it gave us good information on Hydra.
He gave us good intelligence, all right, but it's not about Hydra. It's about us. Take a look. He had files on all of us. Cap, me, Stark, Blade, Magic, Nico, everyone. Strengths, weaknesses. Mostly weaknesses.
You have to remember, Crossbones wanted Cap to have this. As far as I'm concerned, none of this information is trustworthy.
Maybe so. But I've read what he wrote about me, and it's not wrong. He even dug up my old flight school records. He was thorough, in the creepiest way. This isn't even all of it. There's a whole other section, but I can't access it.
More encryption.
Multiple layers of it. I could probably get it, but it'll take me a while. Cap could make this go a lot quicker.
Where is he? I'm surprised he is not going over these files with you.
He was with me when we first unlocked the drive. He was already agitated from Crossbones' death, but I think seeing what he had on us really set him off. He excused himself in a hurry. Now I need him back.
It is disturbing to think that Crossbones could have gotten into Cap's head and messed with him even from beyond the grave.
It's a trying time for all of us. I want to cut Cap some slack, but unfortunately, I need to access these files. If there's even a chance they could contain something to help us, I need to know immediately.
Was there anything about me on that drive?
Strangely, no. Not a word.
Odd.
I'll keep trying to break this code while you find Cap. Last night was a real soul trip.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Okay, not live Ghost, obviously, but I should probably stop by and introduce myself.
Was this bowl always here?
And there's a new spirit in the Abbey. A welcoming one. Thank you, Hunter.
So we have a real live ghost in the Abbey? How cool is that?
Hunter, got any concerns? Steve, Carol needs your help decrypting Crossbone's files.
It figures she'd send you. Did she tell you I want nothing to do with it? Because I still don't.
Tell me why this is a problem.
It was something Crossbones said. The old man. He was talking about my greatest enemy.
Who?
The Red Skull commanded Hydra during the war. Obsessed with the occult.
You think the Red Skull has something to do with those files?
I'm certain. One file is called Project Gutmorder, a classic name for a Red Skull terror weapon. Rumlow wanted me to use the tools of my oldest enemy to defeat the newest. I won't give him the satisfaction.
What Rumlow wanted no longer matters. If we have an edge, we are going to use it.
I cannot support the plans of evil men. I don't trust them, and I refuse to owe them.
That is not your call to make. You helped put me in charge. Now trust me to do my job.
Well, I guess you have been paying attention. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, huh? I'll talk to Carol and do what I can. Thanks for helping me work through this, Hunter.
Of course.
What's the latest intel? This intel is hot, Hunter. Pick your target, Hunter.
Lucky you caught me in a good mood.
Bye.
Show no mercy.
I will make it quick.
Still on my case here? There's still time for you to run away.
You were too weak for this fight.
Watch this. And what did we learn today?
got room for one more.
Well executed.
Should do the trick.
For the mother.
Try harder next time!
My mother's hand.
It's still the prize.
Hardly breaking a sweat.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Don't play!
Now I see so many strength.
Let me give you a hand. Sure I can't change your mind? Don't mess with me. Seems like it'd be cheaper just to replace you guys with robots. Bet Tony's boss is a deal.
She will sustain.
Don't make the same mistake. Okay.
It's all coming back to me. I'm by your side.
Crude, but effective.
Welcome assistance. Your mother abandoned. Now that was something.
on the other side.
Leave some for the rest of us.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Hey, boss. I could use some help. Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So, just the two of us?
Actually, when I asked Parker, he mentioned you stopped by. Said he could convince Robbie if I could get you to show.
I'm sure everyone has something to say.
Maybe. But I already said too much. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
So, what did you want?
A do-over? And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment. But a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us.
Yeah. I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say. To justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class.
But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair.
Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock. So, how about we make something new? So, the Hulk.
You designed a prototype that will defeat him.
No.
Then what about the Hulk?
We don't know if any of this is going to work. But in theory, and I have to stress the theory, we think we can keep you alive for 6 seconds more than Central's models project. Maybe 7.
You should explain.
The first prototype agitates the gamma particles infused in the Hulk's skin, hide, carapace, whatever.
It gives the Hulk a burning sensation?
We absolutely shouldn't say it like that, but you get the principle. Tony came up with the second prototype. He says a particle burst may counter the odd gamma effects we've seen. It's localized, but it would benefit the team.
So a gamma reversion cloud?
Huh. That's much better than the Stark party burst. I finally have a use for the components you handed me. I'm ready to put this together. How about you?
Just a moment.
No rush.
Well, that was less painful than expected. Thanks for coming, Hunter. We all needed to, clear the air.
Took Tony long enough to figure out shop class, huh? I thought his suit had the thicker skull.
I always believed Tony would do the right thing.
That's where we differ. But I'm glad to be wrong. I'll let you get to it. Parker can't wait to dive in.
I'm ready to put this together. How about you?
I am ready.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. Seeing how he tackles a problem gives me ideas of my own. And Robbie has the right intuition when it comes to putting these prototypes together. I thought he was being overcautious, but that's a crafter's care. Wish I'd seen it earlier.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work. Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together.
I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
I am ready to go.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter.
We're ending their war. It's a slow burn, but we'll get there.
You need to go easier on Sarah, kid.
What brought that up?
I've seen how you are together. You're always circling each other, waiting for the other one to pounce.
I do not want to fight her, but she does not give me a choice in the matter.
Well, yeah, you ran into her the day after you died. For her, you were gone for centuries. I don't think you understand how much your death affected her, and neither of you get how much your resurrection brought it all back. When you run into someone you thought was gone for years, learning otherwise can produce some intense feelings.
Where is this coming from, Logan? This is not entirely about Sarah.
I've lived way too long. For nearly a century, Victor Creed, Sabretooth, has been a bitter enemy. But I've lost count of the times we've fought side by side. I'm not asking you to forget your history, but it doesn't always need to be a fight to the death. We're doing this again, no question.
It's been so long since I've prayed. I'm afraid I forgot how. Maybe you can help me find my way a little better?
It has been a while since I have seen you here, Sarah.
I guess when you live forever, places of worship take on a different significance. It doesn't seem so important to turn to a high power when you're not faced with the inevitability of death. But now, death, to even us immortals, is becoming an inescapable inevitability. So here I am, asking for guidance. But the Elder Gods are long gone. Only whispers of their power remain. So I've been sitting here quietly, trying to listen to whatever advice they have to offer, if any.
Well, I do not think they would advise you to sit here and wonder about what they would or would not say. They would want you to act.
Yes, but act how? Perhaps I should be asking Agatha. She would know better than I on what to do. Her spirit has only made herself known for one night, and she's already done more to heal the wounds of this team than I have in 6 months.
Agatha has been here in spirit longer than that.
She has? Hunter, how long has she been here?
Since the night I was resurrected.
And you didn't tell me. Why?
Agatha was not ready to make herself known to you.
Ah, so you were keeping her confidence?
I was. I know she wanted to reach out to you, and I am glad she finally found a way.
Well, I'm glad she did. She has been missed. Missed beyond measure. If we survive, I hope to learn more soft skills from her. She was always the more maternal one out of the two of us.
I will not argue with you there. Well, I should leave you to your prayers.
Let's hope someone answers them. Thank you, Hunter, but I'd like to be left alone to my thoughts now.
Intriguing. Well, this looks like it belongs here. It seems my offering was accepted. Quite a view out here, Logan.
You know, I didn't always go by Logan. Or Wolverine, for that matter. Once upon a time, they used to call me Weapon X. Not exactly warm and cuddly, eh?
Tough. Deadly. It suits you.
Maybe so. But sometimes, I wonder how things would have turned out for me if I'd been given a different name. You know, something softer like Bob or Moonchild. You ever think how your whole destiny got laid out the minute they named you Hunter?
My name does not define what I am. Yes, I hunt evil for now, but it will not be forever.
Well, for your sake, I hope they let you retire. I think you got lucky with somebody like Caretaker watching out for you.
I suppose her name is fitting, then.
I'd have killed to have someone like Caretaker in my life. One way or another, I've lost everybody I ever cared about.
That must have been hard on you.
For a while, yeah. But lately, I've been feeling like I'm getting my edge back. Like when I was younger.
Oh? What changed?
Could be a lot of things. Maybe I've been eating better. Maybe it's some kind of weirdo Abbey magic at work. Or maybe it's the fact that I somehow managed to make a new friend.
If my presence is causing you to reclaim your edge, then I am honored. It is not what I intended, but it is a welcome side effect.
Hopefully it's the only side effect. Otherwise, I gotta contact my doctor. I ain't had a real teammate I could count on since I took a break from the X-Men.
How is it?
It's kinda nice.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Now, clear your mind and just breathe.
Cannot.
Warm-up time, everybody.
Oh, you are gonna love this. Hey, Hunter. Always up for a challenge. Sometimes, I even impress myself. I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Don't tell me. Red Skull's plans for Wundagore monorail.
Close. Red Skull dug them back in World War II, but where they go, well, we're not sure. Yet.
There are some hints in Crossbone's data that a few of the tunnels might even be older.
How much do we trust Crossbone's data?
I trust it enough to investigate and launch reconnaissance. Up for a little smash and grab, Logan?
Ah, I see where this is going. It's a cannonball special. Except that you're throwing me at a whole mountain.
We know you're strong enough to take it.
Want in on the action, Steve?
Negative. I need to poke around Crossbone's hard drive. There's still encryption I can't crack.
Maybe it's spicy love letters from Crossbones to Sin? She's Red Skull's daughter or granddaughter or something. Anyone sharing a family tree with Red Skull is bad news. Dating Crossbones is proof of that pudding.
That's right. I wonder what kind of murder sonnets those two deranged lovebirds wrote to each other. But while it would make some titillating nightmare fuel, we have bigger fish to fry.
And it's a big old doozy of a fish. Something called Project Gottmorder.
Based on my limited German, that sounds promising.
Agreed. Only it could be nothing. Red Skull doled out fancy names left and right. I think the answer's here, in Crossbone's data.
What we do know is that these tunnels go somewhere. And Hydra's hiding something. Something potentially big.
Well, that's more context than I normally get for potential suicide missions. Into the Hydra nest we go. Hope you're not afraid to get dirty, Hunter. If we're really going into those tunnels underneath Mount Wundagore, get ready for some good old-fashioned grime and slime.
Are you saying the Red Skull did not value comfort?
The guy was a Nazi whose head was the color of an inflamed big toe. I doubt he was trucking in lacy throw pillows down there.
I will adjust my expectations.
The map we have is pretty loose, but luckily, you're gonna have me leading the way. So don't worry about getting stuck or lost.
We have a partial map. I think I can handle myself. I am known as the Hunter, after all.
Sure, a partial map will get you partially there. But when you're stuck in a Nazi trap and you're surrounded by whatever's been lurking down there since Red Skull turned off the lights, it may be a good idea to have old Wolverine along. Not that you'll need me, of course.
With any luck, we will learn the Skull's secrets quickly.
Yeah, it'll be good to see what the old bonehead was up to.
You talk as though you knew him.
It's not like we traded punches or anything, but I was in Canadian intelligence during the war. The Skull was definitely on our radar. As nasty as you'd expect. Obsessed with the occult.
And this Project Gottmorder?
That's new to me. Hopefully it lives up to its name. I'd hate to go all the way down there and find out it's just a regular old mortar.
Your jokes are mordering me, Logan.
Whoa, nice German humor, Hunter. If I had a hat on, I'd tip it to you right now.
Danke.
Whatever it is, I hope we can get it out of there. I don't want to spend more time in those tunnels than I have to.
On that, we can agree.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. I tell you, there's nothing better than a bunch of spooky tunnels.
I do not understand why mutants are hated. You are a delight.
Maybe now's not the time. Straight into the demon's lair we go. Fun.
Any new leads? Okay, Central. Work your magic. Here's the link. This should keep someone busy. Sending your friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed up for. I think I can handle that.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Thanks, Hunter.
Hunter, got any concerns? Something on your mind?
How do you lead people?
Inspiring words, an elevated position, and good sightlines on the shield.
Not you specifically. In general, how does a leader lead?
That's an easy question with a complex answer. Tell me this, what type of leader would you follow?
Before I follow anyone, I need to trust them.
Sometimes a leader has to step up amidst a chaotic situation. They may not have time to gain your trust.
No, but when leaders do, it inspires me to do more. To do better.
It's good that you're thinking about this, now that you're actually in charge.
So what does Captain America think I should do?
I found there's no right way to lead, but a heck of a lot of wrong ones.
But there must be ways to rise to the challenge.
The best advice I ever received was, you don't need to be the perfect leader, but you do need to lead.
And how have you led over the years?
I always did what I thought was right. No more, no less.
The right way is often the difficult path. It must have been hard to walk it alone.
It's never easy, but I have faith in my training. I learn from my mistakes and trust the people I'm privileged to lead. You're headed into unsecured tunnels beneath Mount Wundagore with Wolverine as your guide. I'd understand if you've got some worries.
I have full faith in Wolverine, and I can handle myself. We will be fine, no matter what we find in those tunnels.
That is some A-plus courage you're displaying, Hunter. You and Logan will make us all proud.
What was Logan saying about someone named Sin?
Ah, yes. She's a member of Red Skull's family. I've tangled with her a few times. She's a chip off the old block. Minus the giant Red Skull, of course.
Do you think she knows about this Project Gottmorder?
I have no doubts. I caught her trying to raid a museum for some of Red Skull's artifacts. If Crossbones was going to give his intel to anyone besides Lilith, it would have been her.
But he did not. He gave it to you.
Right. And that leaves us little choice. If we don't find this Project Gottmorder, it's only a matter of time before Sin does. Can't wait till next time. You know, this isn't the first time Hydra's turned to the occult. Back during the war, Baron von Strucker tried just about everything to get a leg up on the Allies. I remember Project Lazarus, when he tried to create an army of undead Nazi super soldiers.
The occult is always tempting to those who seek power.
You're telling me Strucker and the Skull must have dug up half of Europe looking for legendary weapons of darkness or straight-out evil artifacts to kill us. Your mother, I'm sure, was high on their list. Thankfully, Bucky and I were usually right there to stop them.
And where are these artifacts now?
Gathering dust in a government warehouse if we're lucky. Though I'm sure a few are still inside an underground Hydra bunker somewhere, just waiting to be found.
And your side never thought about using them?
I can't speak for everyone. But if they had, that would have been the day I laid down my shield and never looked back.
One thing is certain, Steve. Regardless of the century, you are an honorable man.
I'm just trying to do what's right. But thank you, Hunter. That's kind of you to say. Hunter, it was a pleasure to spend some downtime with you. I was an avid member of the Brooklyn Audubon Society. We saw mostly pigeons.